Thanks for watching this video and visiting my channel. Please do subscribe now and ring that bell to stay notified of my future content. It is 2:37 a.m. in the morning, so y'all better know that I love you, like for real. We're talking about Soul of the Dragon today. Guys, like, we're gonna talk about the good, we're gonna talk about the bad, and we're also gonna talk about the nerdy, all of that good stuff. 3 components, let's get into it. So, number 1, this book is just freaking awesome. Like, if you haven't read the book, you need to read the book. It is so amazing. This book digs into Tommy Oliver's life, like, you know, after being a Power Ranger, like after retiring from being a, you know, having a life of being, you know, a superhero, being a Power Ranger, you know, what's life like after that. It almost has this Spider-Man Homecoming effect to it, to me, you know, in several moments where it's like, you know that line where Tony Stark is talking to Peter Parker and he's like, you know, if you're nothing without the suit, then you shouldn't have it at all. I think that kind of theme, to me, I kind of felt, you know, had that, you know, same heart within this story, where it's like, you know, what does it mean to be a Power Ranger and who are you without the power? I think you really kind of see that fleshed out with, you know, the character of Tommy Oliver, nonetheless, in this book. Tommy Oliver is older, he is an old man, he has back pain, and he lives, you know, in a futuristic, you know, world now where aliens and humans, they all coincide. So you see that as you're reading through these pages, that, you know, the world has definitely changed nonetheless. The only bad thing about this comic is that it's not live action. Like, this needs to be on TV. Like, Netflix, are y'all listening? I hope you are listening. Please make this a Netflix original. Like, we need this to be live action, like, for real. Hasbro, please pay attention. If you ever watch this video, please make this a Netflix original. Please, I'm begging you. Literally, guys, I was on the edge of my seat reading this entire comic, so I have 0 complaints. Such a good book, 0 complaints. Now let's talk about the nerdy components in this comic. Tommy and Kat, they are married. They have a son, JJ, which a lot of you, if you've, you know, been following the Power Ranger, you know, fandom, then you know a little bit about that history nonetheless. Their son, JJ, works for SPD. This comic almost had a Dimensions in Danger twist to it. If you've seen that episode and you read this comic, then you probably know what I mean. Zachary Shiloh, one of my close followers, he mentioned something about this to me before we were kind of talking on Twitter. I believe you were at, Zach was at New York Comic Con and he had gotten an early, you know, peek at this comic. And I didn't understand what he was talking about before because he didn't give me any spoilers, but he said, you know, it kind of reminded him and made him rethink about, you know, Dimensions in Danger, if you've seen that episode. And now after reading this comic, I kind of get what you were coming from. JJ's friend, Anara, you know, she's an SPD cadet and she teams up with Tommy. It almost had like this Dark Knight Returns feel to it, where, you know, you have this new Robin who's teaming up with, you know, this older Batman, and it's this story about heart and, you know, kind of remembering who you are and finding who you are in a new age of life, you know. I really liked that aspect to it. I almost wanted to see her become a ranger. I thought that would have been cool, you know, but it's cool to see that, you know, she's working for SPD as well. But I really liked her character. I thought she brought in and kind of fleshed out some of the heart aspects within this story. Guys, Soul of the Dragon is literally the conclusion to Tommy Oliver's days of being a Power Ranger. You know, if you have read Old Man Logan, if you've seen the movie Logan, and you're a Power Ranger fan, this is your version of Old Man Tommy. That's literally what it is, guys. And I thought they did a fantastic job of, you know, keeping the true heart of Power Rangers, but also giving you this heartfelt story of, you know, how a Power Ranger story, you know, could come to an end, you know, for a particular, you know, story arc and character. So, man, Kyle Huggins, oh, man, I love you. Kyle Huggins, you're amazing. Boom Studios, y'all are amazing. Y'all know what you're doing. Tommy Oliver, I love you, man. Jason David Frank, please talk to Netflix, talk to Hasbro. Let's make this a live action thing, for real. Now, guys, please go get this book. Also, stick around because I have something very special for you at the end of this review. Check out my fan film, Morphin Master. I hope you guys enjoy, and be sure to like this video, share it out, and subscribe. Peace.
I can't believe this book is finally here. Soul of the Dragon. I've been waiting months to read this thing.
You! That book! It belongs to me! Hand it over willingly, and I might spare your life.
Oh no, not you again.
Any last words before I destroy you?
It's Morphin time. Black Dino Thunder.
Hoo-yah! See? Hoo-yah! Hoo-yah! Kia! Hoo-yah! Yeah! See? Yeah! Yeah! Kia! Yeah! See? Hey! Yeah! See? Ah! Is that all you've got, Ranger? There's more where that came from. Shift into turbo. Yeah! Hey! See ya! Hey! Hey! See ya! Hey! Yeah! Yeah! Ah! Yeah! See? Yeah! Hey! Yeah! Yeah! This is ridiculous. Just hand over the book and this will all be over, old man. There's more where that came from. White Ranger power! Alright, now let's turn things up a notch. You're making this very difficult. But hey, if an ass kicking is what you want, well, then so be it! Yeah! 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 I've had enough of your insolence. Hand over that book now or prepare to die. You just don't get it. Comic books are meant to be enjoyed. And I'm not gonna let some bully like you get in the way of that or destroy it. So here, take this. Green Ranger power! Yeah! 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 Oh! Yeah! 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 This can't be happening! I'll get you next time! Man, that guy is a nutcase. Well, that's over. Now, at least I can finally go and read this comic book.
Alright, I got my boy. David. Have I been saying your name wrong this whole time? Hi guys. Hi son. Hi. Yeah. Alright, we got my boy Riverside Ranger cosplay. Sir, tell us your name and who are you? What's going on? Are you a Power Ranger or something?
I am a Power Ranger.
Okay.
I am the Red Turbo Ranger.
The Red Turbo. And where can we find you on social media?
You can find me mostly under Crazed One Cosplay.
This will go on bloopers. Let's do one more.
Troublesome things around me.